But as it is said that with anything that we do live in life, like a chef's life, it's live, as theatre is, live. There is always the danger of pitfalls which you haven't looked at. It's also in normal life. It's also in most jobs. But the most dangerous part of our live job is something you didn't think about, which has happened today. As I told you, my induction oven is not here which I'm supposed to cook on. Now I can do a lot of tricks with cooking, but I can't cook without something to cook on. So it will be here in a few minutes. What I wanted to start with is why the book and the recipe from the book. And then we will chat on as to how I stumbled onto this line and why I'm doing what I'm doing here. The book is called Traveling Flavors. It is not just recipes from Mediterranean, Middle East and Africa, where I've worked extensively and I've traveled there. But more importantly, the recipes involve ingredients which are easily available in the Indian market. We do not have to go to a delicatessen. Because I'm not talking restaurant food here. I'm talking normal food made at home in these countries. Now, when I used to go shopping with my friends' mothers there, or with my friends in the morning, I saw my shopping basket is filled with more or less exactly the same things that I'm telling here. It's got coriander, aubergines, bell peppers, cumin, maybe instead of chaat masala and sumac. You know, maybe a harissa paste instead of chili powder. But every other ingredient is more or less similar. It's not ingredients that change, because the world has been traveling all over, carrying food with it. So now we can get almost every food, every spice everywhere. And we have affected each other with our form of cooking till this has become very Arab, or this has become very Mediterranean. But they're using cumin, like us. You know? So the spices have traveled, everything is traveling. It is just how I use the combination which changes the taste and brings that other land to my table. It's the same things more or less. Chickpeas, so common in the Middle East. But the way they use it, the way they cook it is very different from the way we do with a little kattai and all that. They put in more cumin and pounded pepper and stuff like that. But it's chickpeas. They turn it into hummus. It's chickpeas. They put a little sesame seed in it. We don't cook chickpeas with sesame. So you see, it's not a question of exotic ingredients. What I found the key in home cooking and for normal people is that they are using very similar ingredients all over the world. The freshness of the ingredient is important, which I always insist on. Also, I like cooking with things which are pretty. I don't like a misshapen potato. You know, I'm like that. I like my potato looking good. That's also because, I'll tell you, this is Ruchai. My father was an artist. It comes from him. Because when he used to draw still lifes, and especially if we were driving, I and my sister are twins, and two of us were driving our parents up the wall, he would simply sit us down with a few potatoes and stuff and say, okay, draw a still life. So we'll be sitting there drawing. That's how we trained in art, you know. We will be drawing still life and, oh, this is a nice looking thing. So we started looking at ingredients as art forms, more than just food. That's one influence. The next influence was my father was a terrific cook. And he was not the kind of cook, now I'm working in the kitchen, so I'm not doing anything else. His studio used to be beside the kitchen. He would have something going on the easel. He was a chain smoker. He'd have the cigarette in his hand. He will walk into the kitchen. He will stir something in the pot, walk back, put 2 strokes on the easel again humming, walk back to the kitchen. So cooking and food was a part of what he was creating. It was not a separate chore that one was doing. I'm going to the kitchen, I'm cooking today. It's not that what was happening. It was a part of what he was creating. It was a part of life, like breathing. We would go stick our heads into the pot. What have you put in? What are you doing? And he'll say, I think, do you have that? He'll tell mom, do you have star anise? She's like, where will a Bengali whom has star anise? Okay, give me some normal anise, you know, song, and I'll put it in. But star anise would be better. So we also learned a lot about world food. He was a, an amateur cook who was enthusiastic. That's one reason why I feel that food has become so much a part of what I feel, not just what I cook. The second reason was my choto fish. You must have heard the story before. It's my choto fish's fault, I'm telling you. We were like twins, and it was a little difficult for my mother to handle 2 babies who were very, yes. So my choto fish's idea of taking care of me was tucking me under her arm and sitting in a kitchen. It's that old-fashioned Bengali houses which still have those mud ovens, and you put a big wok on it, and you cook in it, chop it, and then you just wash it with water, and you let the water dry, and you put in other stuff. You cook the vegetarian stuff first, and last you cook the usually have a separate wok for the non-vegetarian. So I was this tiny baby. She used to tuck me under her arm and she used to sit there and she used to cook. So I was looking into the pot, stuff going in. I was going, when she was giving, chin choke or something. I was feeling hot. She just like me, keep talking to me. And my first view of the world, in fact, was that wok and things going into it, water going into it, turning into gravy, bubbling, coming out. And I think that is what hooked me to the magic of cooking. My father is an artist. Art is very much a part of cooking. But that is not what I thought at that time. That's not what I felt. I also was brought up in Delhi. It's very cosmopolitan. And what I realized was that what was separating people or connecting people in that cosmopolitan city was food. Separating because in India especially, which is such a country of variety, we have very definite food identities. Sekho auntie used to stay downstairs, they are from Punjab, and Subramaniam auntie used to stay upstairs. So the minute Sekho auntie put hinge hook, Subramaniam auntie would dramatically go around sneezing and say, I can't live in this house. The minute Subramaniam auntie put curry patta in the sambar, Sekho auntie would say, "Hunde itna khattai kaise khate?" So it was so much. Food is not just food we eat, it's a question of national identity. It's a question of who we are. And slowly, she will give her a little sambar, she will send a little upama to her house, and she says, not bad, they cook pretty well, What do we put?